All right, welcome back. We are live at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona for a special edition of Newsstream. And we're going to talk about women's issues now. Not a lot of women walking past there. In the past few months, there's been a global reckoning, of course, of women's rights, about sexual harassment, discrimination, the so-called Me Too movement. And those are issues that the tech industry has long struggled with. So let's get a closer look at how the Me Too movement is playing out here at the world's biggest mobile show. Berit Svendsen is the CEO of Telenor Norway. She joins us now. And, just now we showed a live shot of just the attendees going around. And there is a statistic that about 24% of the more than 100,000 people who come to this show are women. Is that a problem?
Yeah, I think it's a problem. If you look around here, it's a lot of men. The majority around here is men. And in addition to that, there are very few women on stage, coming into the light and telling about new opportunities.
Yeah, very few women at the top. So why is this an issue, especially for the tech sector?
I think we haven't been good enough to recruit women into leadership positions, into exciting technical positions, because you need to start recruiting from the operation of the company. So recruitment is one issue. The other issue is we haven't been good enough to talk about the opportunities in the industry. The tech industry is one of the most dynamic industries in the world. We can solve a lot of the problems that we are facing today. And I think if you start to talk about that, like the conference is doing these days, it will be easier to recruit women, because, we like to talk about what can be solved using the technology, not only inside the technology itself.
Absolutely. In order to bring on board more women to the tech sector, you need to inspire them, you need to recruit them, train them, and promote them from inside. There's also the Me Too movement, which really put the spotlight on gender-based discrimination and harassment. And last year, you, as the CEO of Telenor Norway, you put your name on an online petition taking a stand for the Me Too movement. Why is that important for you?
I think Me Too is a campaign that we need to support and stand up for, because harassment of people are not accepted in any form, and I think we should be aware if there are more male in an industry than women. We need to be aware. So I think it's so important to say that everybody should have the equal opportunity to get into leadership, to do career at work, and, to be treated fair. Yeah. I think it's, like a human being. Everyone
agrees with that. And then there's the issue of best practices. How do you do it? For example, how do you create that safe space inside the company so a woman feels confident enough, they are empowered, that they can speak up? How do you do that at Telenor?
Yeah, I think, we have been very, very good at recruiting women into leadership for some years now. We have 36% women in Telenor in the group. It's a global company in Europe and Asia. In the Norwegian executive team, we are 45% women. So we have recruited women in. And I think that helps, because then women can see that you can reach to the top if you are willing to do so. And, we have also, if there are things that are going on at work, you need a place to go to and tell them about the things that are going on. So we have done that for many, many years, have open channels about that type of problems. You have to talk about it. So I think, that's a good thing to do.
Final question for you. What's at stake? If the industry doesn't own up to this as being an issue, doesn't embrace the Me Too movement, doesn't boost the numbers of female attendees or CEOs at tech conferences, what does it mean for the industry?
I think if you look at our customers to the mobile industry, it's equally between the genders. It's equally women and men. And if you only have men executives and men that are working for a company, you are not mirroring the population.
Yeah. And you're not mirroring your customers.
That's right. You are not mirroring your customers, and you risk losing out on innovation, because we can say that maybe women are using the technology in a little bit other way than men, and if you lose out, you are out of business. So that's so important.
Berit Svendsen, CEO of Telenor, thank you so much for joining us here on the program.